I would like to show you a very simple dessert today. All you need is a white cake mix. You can use any brand you like. 1 tub of Cool Whip, 1 large box of raspberry jello, 1 jar of seedless raspberry jam. And we preheat our oven to 350. I prefer the white egg mix. So it's a 1/2 cup of oil, 1 1/4 cup of water, and 4 egg whites. I've got my 4 eggs. You take the shell and scoop it back and forth. And then when the yolk is left, we just put it on a plate. Now we can add in the cake mix. Now it says we need a 1/2 cup of oil, 1/2 cup. Then we need 1 1/4 cups of water. It's important to use cold water, not warm water. We put them in the cake mix. We stir the mix. Then after you get that done, it should look like this. You take your oil, you spray your pan, and then you take the batter and pour it in here. After you've got it in the pan, kind of spread it out, and I'll show you a little trick how to make sure it's nice and even. You spin it a little, and you shake down the sides, and now it's even. We are going to bake that at 350 degrees. This is a 13 by 9 pan, so we're going to bake it for 35 minutes. You take a knife, you poke it in the middle. If it comes out clean, which it did, the cake is done. So we're going to set the cake aside to cool for 30 minutes. We're going to start the raspberry mixture. We're only doing the first step to the raspberry, which is 2 cups of boiling water. Grab our 2 cups of water and get it to a boil. And once it starts boiling, we'll add in the raspberry and we'll whisk it. We're going to go ahead and put our raspberry jam in a microwave bowl. It has to be in a microwave bowl. Set that to the side. And it's very important to let this cool for 30 minutes. It's starting to boil. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put it in. See, the bottom looks nice and clear. So we'll turn it off. We'll let it sit for a little bit too. And then we'll come back and finish this up in 28 minutes. Okay, it's now been 30 minutes. Now you'll need something with a round end to poke the cake. And the reason you're poking the holes in the cake is to let the jello through. And now we're going to take our jam. You want to put it lightly in the microwave because if you put it on real high, it will burn. So we're going to do 30 seconds, stir it, and it may need another 30 seconds. And the point of microwaving it is to get it nice and soft so we can pour it on top of the cake. But see, it's still not very runny. Put it back in there for a little bit. We are going to do our jello. So what you're going to do is pour the jello mix very slowly. Once that's in there, we take the jam, stir it, which is nice and runny now. And what you're going to do is try to pour it towards the holes as well. And after you've got the jam and the jello in it, that's what it looks like. Now you refrigerate it till it's completely cooled and solid. All right, the cake is completely cooled, and that's what it looks like when it's pretty solid. We're going to put the Cool Whip on the cake. You just don't want to just flap it on there, so you want to put it in little sections all over the cake to make it easier to smooth. But this is what it would look like. You've got the cake, the jam. Enjoy!